11, 12. All right, we'll see if we're live. I don't know if anybody saw the replay yesterday, but the live stream started well into when I started talking. So I'm just testing the timing. Might as well. All right, guys, we are doing day number 2 for the Canva Made Easy Challenge. Today's about designing for your 3 months worth of social media content. So hang on in because we've got some really cool stuff coming for you. But as always, before we start any of our events, we start with our theme song for our community while we wait for the rest of the participants to join us in Zoom. We'll see you back here in about 3 minutes. Tell me.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine. Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine.
Welcome, everybody, to day number 2 of the Canva Made Easy Challenge. For everybody joining me in the room, come turn your cameras on so I can see your beautiful faces and we can all turn up and be 100% present. Excellent. All right. So before we get stuck into today, let me give you a little bit of an overview of what we are going to cover. And then I just want to touch base with a few people to share with me what was one big key learning for you yesterday. So raise your hand if you would like to come up and share one key learning from yesterday or what you liked best, especially if you hung around yesterday when we went dark. But today, of course, it's really good if you make sure that you show up live, because all the good stuff happens when we're live. And I'm looking for my window. Where's it gone? It's over here. So when you show up live, also there's a prize draw for you. We're going to do some breakout working sessions as well. And when we go dark, we will have Q&A with myself and my team and some laser coaching. Now, don't forget to do all of the things to claim yourself a ticket in the prize draw, such as go to the Start Here section and you get 3 tickets for this section. 1, introduce yourself. 2nd, tell us what your goals are. And 3rd, what are your biggest challenges at the moment? Also, if you want to follow us on the socials, you can certainly do so. You get a ticket for each of those. And then, of course, we have a daily home play that will give you tickets, and also most interactive inside of the Facebook group, or it's very hard for the team to count every single comment, but they do choose somebody who they find that they're enjoying, who is participating, asking questions, and also supporting others. And don't forget the Live in 5 challenge as well. Now, let's get into today. What we're going to cover today is, first off, we're going to talk a little bit about, I'm going to give you a bit of a reality check before we move forward, right? Because today is super important that you all get this stuff done. But I think I need to just mention a few things first to make sure that nobody gets stuck in procrastination. Then we're going to have a look at the KISS method. Everyone should know KISS, but I just want to reinforce that. And then we're going to be talking about the importance of focusing in on one. And I'm going to share with you what that focus of one is going to be. And then we're going to do some click by click. I'm going to jump into Canva because your home play is actually going to be about creating a design today. And I'm going to show you the type of design that you will be doing for your home play today. And then, of course, all the normal stuff. We're going to talk about the home play, the challenge, the Live in 5. We're going to spin the wheel and pick some winners. And, of course, we'll go dark and do some laser coaching. And again, that's not meant to say Team Sparkle anymore. It's meant to say Team Omni Sam. I'll fix that tomorrow. Let's see if we do. All right. So before we get stuck into today's content, I would love for people to raise their hand and come up if you would like to share a key learning that you had yesterday or something that you really liked, because by you sharing, it will also help others. I bet you there's many other people in the room who will be like, oh, that was a great one. Yeah, I didn't consider that. And if you don't raise your hands, I just pull people up. So just raise your hand or I'm coming for you. You never know who I'm going to come for. Eeny, meeny, miny, Prudence, because you're right at the top of my screen. Come on up, Prudence. What's a key takeaway from you today?
So, excuse me.
Or from yesterday.
Done. My apologies.
No, you're right.
So I watched the replay and I really appreciated the simplicity of the teach, the motivate, and I'm now going to forget the third one.
Educate. Yes.
So I said
Inspiration,
educate.
motivation, education. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. There you go.
Excellent.
It was that simple.
It is, yeah.
I apologize. But yet I really do, and I really do appreciate your style for teaching, Sally. I love you live. So thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. Who else am I going to bring up here? I see Katrina there. Katrina, one of our VIPs. Come on up. Share with us, what was a key takeaway for you? Just start talking.
You're picking on me again, aren't you?
Oh, well, you're right in the middle of my Zoom. I've got like 3 levels of Zoom screens here, and you're right dead center in my screen. So let's have, what was it for you yesterday? What did you enjoy?
The weekly.
Yes. The themes for the days.
Yes, thank you. I
Yeah.
couldn't spit that out.
Love that. All right. I'm going to find somebody else in the room as well. There's so many of you. What about Carol? I can see Carol in the room. Yes, yes, you. You're like, is that me? Yes, it is you. What was it for you?
Hello.
Hi.
Well, it was very hands-on, like practical, because I've done so many other trainings and they're all so theoretical, but this one is really, it leads you step by step.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's our goal here is you're actually going to have something at the end of this that will be usable, actually implementatable into whatever it is that you're doing. Moe, I see Moe raised his hand in the chat because he doesn't know where the window is. That's totally fine. Moe, come on up.
Hi,
Hey,
can you hear
Moe.
me? Yes. Good morning, everyone. Just quickly, the simplicity of the presentation, the 1, 2, 3 steps, then the 1, 2 to 7 steps, that really made me happy in terms of how I can design my own presentation for the week
Yep.
or posting for the week.
Mhm.
And that was the most wonderful takeaway from yesterday.
Oh,
And I
wow.
did some homework as well. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Moe. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. We've got quite a lot of people here in Zoom with us. We've had over 1,300 people register for this event. So I'm extremely happy with those who do take the time and actually turn up live. Or if you can't, at least watch the replay. Now, where's our 10%? Who are you? Put that in the chat again. Who's going to be here on our final day doing all the things where, we want you to be that, right? All of the trainings we ever do here in OmniSam is actionable, right? We have this reciprocity, good karma part of our values that we're not scared that people won't buy because we share so many things. We come from a place of abundance and everything we teach is out there somewhere. It's just, right, when people want our services because they want to cut a check for speed and make things easier. But we never hold anything back in these trainings, as you can already tell. We really do try to make these extremely valuable, which is pretty awesome for the fact that it's free unless you get the VIP upgrade because you want to keep us forever because that's what it'll get you. All right, let's get into today's topics. So the first thing on our agenda for today is that reality check, right? All right. Now, let's get real honest here inside the room. Who is a perfectionist? Come on, let me know in the chat. Are you a perfectionist? Put perfectionist in the chat. Yep. Or just the letter P, perfectionist. Even the perfectionist is probably like, I've got to spell the whole thing. Look at you all. Perfectionist. Nope. Good on you, Mark. Excellent. Recovering perfectionist. All right. What about a procrastinator? Who's the procrastinator in the room? You know, perfectionism leads to procrastination, right? It's just a way for us to put off what we really should be doing. All right. Well, look, I wanted to have a bit of a serious talk with you first up today because everything moving forward is really going to be about you pushing aside perfectionism, pushing aside procrastination, because we want you to have progress over perfection. If you need to write it and look at it every day throughout this event, progress over perfection. I often hear people say, I'm waiting for the right time, or I'm waiting to design the perfect graphic, or I'm waiting to finish my website, or I'm waiting to choose my branding, or I'm waiting to create a logo. But the harsh truth is that's just procrastinating, right? And if you truly want real results, you have to kick that perfectionism to the curb, right? The reality is that perfectionism is really a myth. There is nothing that you will do that will ever be perfect, right? Truly. What's 100% perfect all the time? Nothing, right? So if you are just waiting for people to run to you, that's not going to happen either. You need to get your message out there, even if it's not 100% perfect just yet. Do you know the more you work with people, the more you speak with people, the clearer your offer will become, the clearer your message will become. But waiting for the perfect time to do anything is just going to hold you back. Now, if you put progress before perfection, I want you to continue to say to yourself, done is better than perfect, right? You've probably heard this before, right? Getting things done, GSD. Even if it's not perfect, even if you're not 100% sure if you like the colors, but I want you to build momentum. I want you to take action no matter what, because at the end of every day, you will have a home play that is taking you towards a 3-month social media plan that will continue on while you're sleeping. Wouldn't you love that? Yeah? Okay. And anybody who's super successful, honestly, it's built on imperfection. It's built on making mistakes and then figuring it out. My team are a little overwhelmed because I've literally thrown this together right now, and there's lots of things that are not perfect. We do have a nice person policy inside of OmniSam, and we are human and we do make mistakes. So you will see, if you look at some of the posts that have gone up inside the Facebook group, you will notice there's some mistakes. We had 2 staff members leave. We've had 1 staff member with a death in a really close family, and some of her posts we didn't get a chance to edit. So who noticed that inside of the post that went up yesterday, it said, take a screenshot and submit your screenshot. And you're like, oh no, we'll let you know that that was a mistake. That was not supposed to be there. That was meant to be deleted from the post, but we got so many moving pieces here, and we just say, I'm so sorry, but just post here, put your answer under here. We've removed the badge component inside of this event. Why? Because we didn't have time. We prefer to do it imperfect than wait. What if, aren't you glad we're here? You're still learning, right? Yeah? Okay. So embrace this imperfect action, right? Focus on execution, not perfectionism. Now, set some realistic expectations for yourself and understand that no matter what you do, that first draft is never going to be the same in 12 months' time, right? But we want to get your message out there. So learn through action. So today, as we dive into the building and the content creation component today and getting into the design stuff, I really want you to focus on progress over perfection. If you're trying to choose an image and you are still looking at the same design for an hour, you've got a problem. Who's done that? Spent hours trying to pick one image or one font or one color. Yeah? What I want you to do today is I want you to set a timer for each design that you make. And you cannot spend more than 10 minutes on each. Okay, can we do that? No more than 10. I would like the whole thing done, and I'll show you how fast I'll get it done today, and be okay with it. Can we do that? Because you've got to create 7 images today. So that's 70 minutes, give or take, to create 7. Hey, and if you really want to do it fast, just create 1 and you reuse the same one. But look, yes, oh my God, yes, Jenny, we are going to just keep moving. All right, so let's go to the agenda again. So next I wanted to chat with you about KISS. So who's heard of KISS before? Yes? Put it in the chat. What is KISS? Come on, let me know. Yeah, Jenny has. I know we've got some smart people. That's it. Yes, keep it super simple, or keep it simple stupid. Right, I always say keep it super simple, but keep it simple stupid is also a term, because simplicity is going to win here for you this week. Right? Less is more. Don't overcomplicate it. And I want you to really master the art of simplicity when it comes to the design work that we're going to be doing together today. And this will ensure that you're streamlining what we're doing with you for success. So before we jump into the design component, who is ready to finish their homework before the next event? Yes? You're committed. Remember, you're doing no other learning and development this week, because you've still got to have time to look after your clients and do your sales and marketing strategies. But this is your learning and development, which is actually going to help your sales and marketing strategies as well. I love that all of that excitement. Me, yes, 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 keep it coming. I love this. All right. So what I wanted to share with you before we dig into the design is what you're going to be designing. And we're going to focus on, everyone knows I love to focus on one thing, right? And go deep. Do it well, but no perfectionism here. I'm going to keep coming back to it because you're going to get it done. All right, so let me come over here and let's chat about the power of one. So what I want you to be thinking about as you're designing is we want you to have one design size or file size. Okay. Now the size that you will be creating these graphics will be 1080 by 1080, right? Or square, right? It's a square. So this will be the design, one design size. Now, the next thing that you will be doing is one file type. So every design that we create, you're going to just be saving as a PNG to start with. Okay, because when we talk about moving forward after this event, you're going to use this same strategy, but in a different file type and a different file size. But we'll be talking about that towards the end of the event. All right, now the next thing I want you to also do is you're going to have one theme, right? Remember, one theme on one day over the 1 week. Right? So we're going to have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday. Oh, my pen decided it wanted to die right at this inopportune time. Let's stick it on charge. So this is why yesterday I spoke to you about one theme a day. Now, those who feel like they really want to give it a good hard crack, you're going to choose one theme a day over 2 weeks. So you're going to make 14 designs if you want to. But really, the goal of today is one style of design in one theme, okay? And now, to make things even easier, let me know in the chat, what is your brand color? What's your most favorite of all your brand colors? Let me know in the chat, but I also, it's not going to write for me now, okay? You're going to do that. It's going to be, this is what happens. This is the joys of live. Come on, pen, charge. It says 0. Okay, yep, 0. So I can write, but I got to, anyway, one color is meant to be on there. Okay, that's it. Now, for those of you who have a logo, right, you're going to find a logo to include, and you're also going to add your at symbol to these designs, right? So you're going to have one main color, right? And then if you've got a logo, choose one. If you've got different options, just choose one of your logo options. And hopefully you've all got your at symbol for, say, Instagram. Let's just go with that. So mine is Sally Sparks Cousins on Instagram, and OmniSam is OmniSam AU for Australia. But, you know, let's say I'm going to design it for me today. All right, so we all down for the one. Yes? One. One thing, keep it super simple. Okay, now this is what we're going to do. We're going to jump over now. Let me grab my computer. Let's hope, yay, we're on the right screen. That makes me happy because I've got about 50 screens open here. Maybe I'll post you a photo in the Facebook group later and show you how busy my screen actually looks. You would die. All right, now, before we jump into Canva, who's watched the first 2 days worth of lessons? Give me a yes in the, or watched in the chat box. Who's watched the first 2 lessons? Yeah? Okay, so the first lesson, we looked over the home page. The second lesson, in day 1, we looked at templates. And we gave you some exercises to kind of practice your skills as well. Now, today on day 2, we looked at magic search and magic design, and also, what was the other one? I had this written down. You know, I got no notes for today apart from like 3 bullet points that's on the screen. This is what I say about going live, right? If you know your stuff, you can talk about it. All right. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to jump over into Canva, and this is what we call click by click. If you have, and if you've turned up on your laptop, even better, maybe you've got me on your, and if you decide to join us in the GSD 3-day workshop, this is how we work, right? I share screen, or I get one of you to share screen, and we all click together. Now, I'm not just going to, because we've got a time factor today, it's not a GSD specific training. I won't be waiting for everybody to catch up. But for those who want to join me right now, feel free to open Canva and let's do this click by click. All right, so heading back over to Canva. Nope, that's not Canva. That's supposed to be Canva, but it's not. That one is what we want. All right, so in the magic search function, what I want you to do, you've got to use at least 5 words or more. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is creating a social media post, right? So we're going to search, but we're going to say square, because that's what we want, a square post. Now, the reason why I want you to start in square is usable on pretty much every platform. And from that, we can resize them later, which is in a future lesson inside of the lesson section. We're going to start with square, and then we're going to do social media. With a quote, because what we're going to be doing within the designs is we are going to create quotes that, you know, stop the scroll or inspire, motivate, and educate. And then we're going to have more information in the description. And I'll be talking to you tomorrow about how to write the descriptions. But for now, we've just got to create, what we're going to do is the templates, okay? So social media square with quote, and then put in your favorite color. Who knows what my favorite color is? Where's all the sparklers in the house? Who knows what color I'm going to put into? Yes, I see. Yep, that's it. Purple. All right. So now when you use it, it's going to show me at the top all of my designs that we have, but under that is a curated list from Canva for you to choose from. Now, what I want you to do is maybe even let's put in Instagram, because a lot of the Instagram posts are square, right? So you can see we've got story ones here, but we want to go with these square style designs. Okay, so I want you to find your first design, and if they have more than one image, right, they will scroll when you hover over them. But at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is a nice image, right? We're going to do still images, and we can talk about videos in a later lesson, but what we're going to work on is still images. So I want to find something that I can put the daily theme and a short quote with my logo and my @ tag. So I'm going to scroll through here and find something that I like, and I quite like this design. And look, it's got 5 other types of images in it. This is quite cool too. Right, so find a design and then we're going to move on. So let me find something I like. And I mean, there are so many more. And if you click see all, you get even more. So let's try. All right, I'm going to go with this one because it sparkles and it's purple. All right, so now I'm going to click customize this template. But can you see underneath, it also has more like this. So if there's another design that you prefer, then choose that, which actually I quite like this little guy here too. Yeah, that one. We're going to go with this one. So customize this template. So now we have day 1, right? So what I'm going to do is, this is a video, but I don't want it to be a video. Let's go. Actually, let me do it this way. If I go create a new design back in home, there's another way to find good images as well, and I'll show you. Let's go back to home. So if you ever get lost, always click up here, click the home button to go home. And what I'm going to do is going to just start with a blank document so that the documents are in the correct size. So create a design, and then I'm going to go down the bottom here to, whoop, my zoom didn't work very well, custom size. And in here, I'm going to write 1080 and 1080. And I'm going to click create a design. Now what I can do is up here in the design tab, can you see that on the screen? Hang on, it doesn't, looks like it's slightly cut off. Wrong button, that one. There we go. So up here in this design tab, when you click on this, it gives you lots of templates. So what we can do is, again, I'm going to put in quote and purple and see what templates come up. This is more like it. So now what I'm looking for is, I want 7 posts that I can use throughout the day, throughout the week. Okay, so I'm looking for a Monday style post. Right, so this is a nice kind of Monday style post. I'm going to add another page, and then I'm going to look for a Tuesday style post, and see how it's now gone to more like this. So now we're starting to get some designs that look similar. That's my Tuesday post. Let's choose a Wednesday style post. Let's choose a Thursday style post. Again, let's go quote. Just put in purple and see what comes up. All right, I quite like this one here. Okay, so now we've got, how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I need another one. This one is 5. And what else are we going to choose? I hope you're all choosing in the background. And when you're done and you've chosen 7, put 7 in the chat so I know that you're up to date with me. Oh, what are we going to use? The decisions. Haha, but imperfect action, right? Imperfect action at its best. We're going to just put in purple inspiration. If I could spell, that would be nice. Inspiration. Oh, this one's nice here. So add a page. And what have we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more. That one, 7. All right. So now we have 7 posts. Actually, I want to use this one. Yeah, that's a bit better. All right. So now I've got 7 posts. So now what I want you to do is at the top here where it's got page 1, I want you to write Monday and your theme, right? So it's Monday, motivation. And then you're going to write Tuesday, tips. Wednesday, wins. Thoughtful Thursday. Friday, fun day. Saturday, maybe sharing Saturday. And motivation, inspiration. We want to relax on Sunday, right? So Sunday, mindfulness. Right, that'll do. Okay, so now we've named each of these. Now what I want you to do is this. We're going to go to the brand section at the side here. We're going to go to the brand section at the side. And we're going to, you'll have your own brand kit. I'm just going to go to my OmniSam brand kit. Now, if you don't have your colors while you're in the brand area, you can upload your logos in here. So if you click See All, then you can click Edit. Oh, no, you can't edit from here. Let's take you back to the home page. So now this is only if you're on a pro account, okay? If you're on a pro account, what you want to do is come into Brand Kit and click Add a New Brand. I'm just going to call this one Test for the Canva Made Easy Challenge. And I'm going to create a brand kit. Now, in the brand kit, if you have one, you will add a logo. So you'll upload a logo. I'm just going to look and see if I've got one on my computer. That's really easy to get to. OmniSam White would be good. OmniSam logo. Yeah, that'll do. That one there. All right, so I've got one logo that I've added, an OmniSam one. And now, if you upload your logo, let me show you something. When I upload a color logo, this is only if you've got a color logo. But if you do have a color logo, you can upload it. And then watch what happens down here. It pulls in your color palette, right? So it's pulled in my color palette for OmniSam. So you can choose to keep them if you want to. Now, if you don't like the colors or you don't have a logo, you can just add your colors like this. So put in your hex codes and add them. Now, the next thing I want you to do is come into the font style. Now, remember, progress over perfection here, guys. Choose your font, right? Nice and clean, easy to read font. So I'm going to go with that one. And I want it to be that size and bold. And then I'm going to choose another style, which is the same typeface, but this time I'm not going to do it in bold. Okay. And then one more I'm going to choose, and it's going to be the same style, but it's going to be a body style, which means the font will be smaller. That's it. 3 types of fonts, and then click. Well, there's nothing to click, it's done. So now when I go back to my Canva design, when you go into your brand kit, this is actually, I'll show you my complete brand. But now what I can do is, see all these colors and all the differences between all of these pages? I'm just going to click here and look, now this design is taking on, and this background must be an image. So we're going to get rid of that and we're going to put a solid image. I'm just going to copy this one from here, put a solid image in the background. And you can shuffle through your colors like that, right? So, and we're going to do this one, and we're going to do this one. Right, and then we're going to do this one. That one looks cool. This one. And this one. All right. Now, can you see these now sort of look like they're from the same place, right? I think I really need to put purples in the backs for all of them. Why overthink it when the tool can do it for you? There we go. That's good. And that's good there. All right. So now we've got our design layout, right, where your quotes are. And if you want to, what I want you to do now is bring in your logo. So if you've put it in your brand kit, if not, you can just upload it. And I want you to find a nice little place to put your logo. And then if you push T on the keyboard for text, push T for text, you can do your @ and I'm just going to do @Sally Sparks Cousins or @OmniSam and find a place for it to live in the design. Okay, so what you will find here, guys, is that these designs have been created by real designers, right? They actually go through a process of selection, and every person who's created these designs actually get paid every time you download them. That's reciprocity. That's pay it forward when you're using other people's designs. And also, they have got a certain look and feel about them. And I've met the design team. I've worked quite closely with Canva over the years. And there is specific things in regards to design rules that when they're accepting designs into their templates, they need to meet these extra special expectations. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to, this is where the quote will live, right? And then you're going to have the name of, you need another T for text if it's not there already. And you can put it somewhere within the design, right? Which is, I just want you to write the word theme here, okay? And then in this one, quote goes here, okay? Now this is what we're going to do with each of the designs. And actually I need to also fix the typography. So if I click on here, when you go into your text selections, when you have a brand kit, right, you will be able to just choose the typography from the brand kit as well. So I'm just going to choose this typography from this one here because it matches, it's the other one. So now when I drop this down, I will be able to see my brand kit typography. Whoops. Underneath. Why? Maybe this one doesn't have it. Select this brand kit. There we go. So there's my Monster app brand kit there. So here's the cool thing. When you click on this, right, we're going to just choose your typeface. So I'm going to just choose this typeface here and this typeface here. And I'm going to put the theme there. And that will go there. And that can go there. That looks better. All right. And now we're going to copy the theme one. And we're going to just go through each of these designs and paste in the same theme and put it somewhere in the design on each of the days. right? And this one I'm going to make bigger. Oh, where did I go? Where's my theme? This one here. So I'm just using Command C and Command and Control V, Command or Control C and V to copy and paste, right? We're going to make this color. Make that one dark as well. All right, so now the theme is placed on each page. Now I'm going to grab the quote one. Quote goes here. Quote goes here. I'm going to get rid of all of this stuff because that won't work really well. Get rid of this. Delete, delete, delete. Quote goes here. Quote goes here. Choose the typeface. Quote goes here. Choose the color. Quote goes here. Choose the color. Quote goes here. All right, that's my quote goes here section. Now I'm going to grab my Sally Sparks Cousins bit. I'm going to find a place for this in each of the designs. Let's just stick it down in the middle at the bottom. That one looks good there. That one could go to this colour and go down here. Don't really like those. I'm going to get rid of them. Excellent. All right, that's done. And finally, if you have a logo, find a place for it. Pop this here. Stick that there. Pop him up there. And I know exactly where I want to put this one. Oops. All right. And finally, that. All right. Let's pop him up there. So that's it. That's what you're doing, right? I'm ready. I've done my homework. Okay, this is it. All you're doing at the moment is creating templates. Okay. Now, I said no more than 70 minutes because 10-minute per graphic. Now, who timed me? It was pretty decent, right? I've got it in definitely less than 70 minutes because this session is only 50 minutes long and I've already taught you stuff. That's it. So what I want you to do to submit your homework today is you're going to click the share button at the top. Once you click share, then what you're going to do is you're going to click here to download and then leave it on a PNG, right? And then you can save all images and click done and then download. And now what's going to happen is they are all going to go into a zip file, okay? And what I want you to do, actually this might be better. If you do it like this, so if you switch to grid view down the bottom here, grid view, you can click on grid view and you can see all of your pages here. I'm just going to squish it like that. And then you could do a screenshot if you want all on one page, right? if you know how to screenshot. But really, at the end of the day, what I want you to do is to submit the photos or the designs, but don't they look like they come from the same brand? This one probably needs a fix. Let's get that background. Yeah. That's a bit better. Oh, I'm in the wrong brand kit here. That's why. I really want this brand kit down here. Wrong one. Wrong one. That's the test one. Let's go back to the OmniSam one. Sorry, we've got lots of clients we work with and we create brand kits for each of our clients. Purple, but I want a smidge of blue or something in it. I'm going to go with that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to our green. Maybe our blue. Yeah, that's better. All right. So now if you look at all of these, I want this to be our green or blue. Yeah, that looks better. Now, if we look at it in grid view, does it look like a consistent brand? Does it look the same? Let me know in the chat. Does that look good? Yep. Excellent. So now we've set up 7 templates ready to go. Now, if you're feeling so creative and you are one of those people who decided to do 2 weeks worth of rotating themes, then you will have 14 of these ready to go. So when you're done, head to the Facebook group, which I should have had open. Let me head there now. Let's go to GSD. GSD. And there will be a homework post that goes up soon. Please ignore where it says take a screenshot. I will get in and edit that later. But I believe it drops at the top of the hour, so it hasn't dropped yet. So look at all these beautiful people leaving me videos. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. So once the homework post drops, and if you get lost, you can go to guides and we actually file each of the day's information in the guide number 2. So let's say it's homework day number 1. Now you do need to put it under this post so that Sarah can actually mark the homework. So what you will do is you will add one image so you will attach a photo or video in under here. And I do highly recommend that everybody does all of this on a computer, right? Because using Canva on your phone is not a great way to work, right? To run your business. Bear with me. I'm just opening the zip file right now. Going to my downloads. There's the zip file. And I'm going to put my Monday post up first, like this. I'm going to come back in here and delete this team and then just put, what I like best. There'll be some other questions up the top there for you to submit, but you'll submit that image. Then under your own image that you've submitted, right, you can then add replies underneath. Oh, can you add replies underneath? You're supposed to be able to. Maybe I've got to refresh the screen. Yes, and always attend any of my sessions, guys, on a computer, right? You're really wasting a lot of your valuable time when you're on a phone because it's very hard to follow along. So if I find that newest post, oh, hang on, it wasn't on that one. It was on the home play one. Where did I put it? Here. Let's look for newest post or newest. Why is my image not there? Did I put it somewhere else, guys? Oh, I don't know. Let's try. You are commenting. Add a photo. Add a Monday. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to get you to put it on the wall. Monday. I'll put that in there and then click share. Okay. Now let's refresh and see if I can reply under it. Hopefully I'm not in Facebook jail for tagging everyone this morning. Day 1 home play. Newest post. Yeah, all right. I cannot see my post. So we're not going to stick it under there. You're just going to, you can put it on the wall, right? But then comment under the post if there's an issue. I reckon it's because, here it is. I put it in the wrong post, have I? Yes, I put it in the Live in 5 post. That's why. Oh, okay. So your post will go up in the right place, right? Then once you've got your first Monday up, click reply and you write Tuesday. And then you attach so that we find the Tuesday post. No, Sarah, I'm trying not to confuse you. I want you to do a comment and then reply to your own comment, right? And you can put each of your posts in there. All right. Let me know if I've confused you because it's different from I want to make sure everyone can do this correctly when they're submitting their posts. Everyone's got it. If anyone's got any issues, reach out to your success coach. There's a really good app called Loom. And if you really get stuck, Loom your question to your success coach, right? And it's just a screen recording that you can do. Because then if you put your first post up and then you reply under your own post, when we go to the post itself, like if I go to the home play for day 1, you'll see see how everything's kind of closed up. And then when people comment, it shows here. So you're not going to end up with a super, super long post. It'll be one image with all the rest of your images as replies under that. All right, but if you do get stuck, reach out to your success coach. Hopefully I haven't confused you. Or you could just do a single picture, correct, of the grid view. So when you're in Canva designing, you switch to the grid view and you could do a screenshot, right? Or what do they call? They're called a screenshot. Snip, I think they call it on the PCs. Here, you can do a screenshot like that and submit it. And if you're a VIP, message your coach because you actually you get entitled to feedback on your designs, okay? So if you want and you're a VIP and you would like some feedback on your design work, please message your coach and we will organize. If the coach that you've got isn't as good at feedback in designs, one of the other team members will also jump into their DMs and help to give you feedback as well. So all VIPs, just make sure you reach out if you would like some feedback on what your 7 posts look like. So I can't wait to see all of your posts starting to show up under the homework post. It should be nearly time for it to go live in the group. Look, it just says your scheduled post has gone live. So let's look at that. Yeah, look, it's been cleaned up and everything. So it just says post your answer below, right? So that's what you'll be doing under here for home play. You'll be putting in your one post so I can do it correctly here for you, all right? I'm going to select my Monday post and I'm going to type the word Monday and then I'm going to hit enter or return to submit that one image. And then under my own image, I'm going to click reply and then I'm going to do Tuesday and I'll attach. I think we can do more than one. No, only one at a time. Wrong screen. Hang on. Let me go back. Thank you, Sarah. I've got to find the thing. My Stream Deck's not picking up the right screen. There we go. All right. So the post is just dropped here. Day 1, home play. Okay. I've put my first image in and then I click the reply button under my first image to add the rest of my 6 images. So click the photo button, navigate to where the Tuesday one is, add that and return and then do Wednesday. right? And you can put in what it is, like it's Winning Wednesday. Okay, oh, not a GIF, a photo. Find my Wednesday one. Okay, and continue to do that. I'll go in and I'll clean up the other posts that I did on the wrong place. Because then once we me and my team come in to have a look through all of this, it's not going to be like 50,000 designs to go through. It'll be one design like this, and for us to see the rest of your designs, we just click here to view more, right? And then we can see all of yours in one place. It just makes it neater and cleaner for us to navigate through. And it also helps Sarah, because Sarah's the one who actually goes through this post and copies all the names to put into the prize drawer. So if you could post it like that, that would be awesome. All right. So before we move on to home play and live in 5, let's come back to the room and get some key takeaways and what did you like best? So who wants to raise their hand and come up and share what they like best from today? And yes. Yeah, sure. Shit. I've got to go to the sheet, don't I? Hang on, let me find the sheet. All right. Oh, okay. Kathy, please just read out to me the questions and we'll cover those. Thanks.
Some of the participants don't have. Am I echoing?
No. Is it echoing on your end, guys?
Yeah, just for mine. Okay, great. So some of the participants don't have the paid Canva version. So can you just quickly show them how to do the colours?
Yeah,
if
sure.
they don't have access to the brand kit?
Yeah, when you're designing these under design, can you see here that it has a template style? So what you can do is you can choose styles. So if you
Are you able to share your screen?
I haven't hit the button. Thank you. It's all the things. I've got to fix my Stream Deck because it's not coming to the right screen. All right, so you've picked your designs right through the template layout. Now, if one of these designs are like, yeah, this is the one, right? You really like the look and the color. So let me find some purple and green. So say I really like these purple and greens. When I put that image onto a landing page, you will also get a template style here, okay? And then when you click on it, you can click at the bottom here that says apply to all pages. Now, if we just go straight to styles, right? Go straight into styles and put in your favorite colors. So we'll do purple, blue, and green. And now in styles, you're going to see color palettes like this. All right. So it hasn't given us many options. So I'm going to just look for some more color palettes. And when you find a color palette that you like, you can click on it. And then down the bottom here, it says apply to all pages. And you watch what happens when I click apply to all. And now all the pages have taken up that theme, right? And you can keep clicking through the theme to choose the type that you like. So you could do it that way. Now, the other way you could do it is just clicking on each of the elements and choosing your own colors. So if you know your hex colors, you can click the plus button and type in your hex color here. So let's just choose a random weird hex color. You know, round here. Now, once I've chosen that hex color and I hit return, it will show up here in like, it's kind of like a recently used section, right? So once you've created each of the colors that you like, right? Whoops. They will all show up in here. So then you just go through and you would have to just manually choose the colors for each of the elements that you want to change. So text will always have a color under this little A button at the top, right? And objects and elements, which you're going to learn more about in some coming lessons, they will have this here, like a solid color, and then you will come into the colors up here to choose what you want. Okay, so if you don't, the best way I reckon is just find a style that you like if you don't have specific colors, or if you do have specific colors, then use that color palette thing that shows up here, and they'll all come in here. Now, we might have a 30-day free trial for Canva. I don't know if it still works because I've been working with them for years, but they have stopped a lot of the affiliate links and stuff recently. If I can find it, I'll share it with you. Who's here with us? Which team members in Asana? Joyce is, all the Asana team are not here. So, how was that helpful for whoever asked the question? Please let me know. Yep. No worries.
Posts that you've just created, the 7 posts you've just created, are they, she says that we don't want to be posting static quotes every day, do we?
So this is the beginning of a bigger plan that you will go on to do into the future, okay? What we're trying to do here is just start with the quote ones for now. Right? So they're not actually all going to be quotes. Remember, they're inspirational, educational, or motivational. But the process I'm going through with you here will actually help you to also do reels, stories, videos. Okay? There's a bigger purpose to this, but I'm not going to do the more complicated stuff the first time round. I need to teach you the functional stuff first. Once you know that, right, you can then go and let me just I'll give you another example. This is actually a really good question because I've got to fix this Stream Deck because I like to be able to just click my Stream Deck for the right thing. One moment, please. Please hold. There we go. Okay. So another thing you can do as well is if you're somebody who really enjoys photos, okay, in your images, and because I've chosen things without photos because that's generally what we do. But if you're somebody who has photos, put them in your design. But remember, like if I'm going to replace this image, right? And this will be a placeholder. Okay. So if you want a photo in there, great. But every Monday motivation will have a different photo in it. Okay. So you would put up here, theme name. Let's actually, fix the colors on all the things. Let's use the OmniSam. So then we'll just clean this one up. Put my theme in, my color, and there might be, a very short quote here, and there's a photo or a video of you talking inside the video, inside this quote, right? You can certainly do that as well. So if on a Monday you would prefer to have a little video of you in here actually saying the quote, then do that. So you can choose to put an image in here. But I do want you, for this time around, we can talk about videos later, a photo or graphics if you're going to, because we want to save them as PNGs. This doesn't mean that you're going to just do this forever. Make sense? We're building something bigger here because like I said, everything builds upon every other day. So trust the process a little bit as well. Yeah. All right. Anything else, Kathy?
No, I think that's great. And Mary Beth has said that's answered her question. So that's excellent. Mm-hmm. There was a follow-up question to that. Can we turn these into reels? But again, I think that's probably
That's
in the future.
coming. It's coming. Hold on. Hold
Okay.
your horses. Yeah. We need to do this bit first so you can learn how to do this, how to build content quick, but then hang in. We've still got this is only day 2, right? Much more goodness is coming, I promise. So you can put a photo in, but remember everything's going to be a still image that we're pulling out at the moment. All right? At the moment. Okay. I mean, you go and have a look on my socials, you can see there's a lot of still images, right? And occasional videos. At the end of the day, progress over perfection. We want to keep you front of mind, tip of tongue, because you are showing up on social every day, right? And remember yesterday we spoke about evergreen. So we want your content to be evergreen so that it is able to be used months and years down the track as well. Okay, so yeah, trust me, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, now let's do the Q and let's do some key takeaways. Who's going to raise their hand and come on up and share before we move into home play? Yes, Maria, come on up. What did you like best?
I loved it all because I've been your student for 4 months now, but I really haven't done a Canva challenge. And even though your team has helped me to learn so much with the graphic designs and some of these posts, I really didn't know how to put together names of Monday, Tuesday, and so on. So I learned so much. Thank you. I can say that you expand so much, Sally. You offer so much knowledge, and this community has to feel very privileged to have you teaching them today, and really, really honored. I feel honored to have you as my mentor and teacher and coach, whatever you want to call yourself. But thank you so much.
Thank you, Maria. Oh my goodness, look at all the love there. Jenny, come on up. What have you liked best today?
Well, it was a bit quick for me, despite the fact that I've got a reasonable grasp of Canva. So I'm glad I'm going to get access to a replay so I can go through it again and kind of catch up on bits that I missed. But I don't know. There's a whole lot of things. I can't think of anything specific, but there's a whole lot of things that are very useful for me to do, even though I've got somebody else doing my posts. This is still all useful Canva knowledge of how to do things.
Yeah. To be
So-
honest, everybody should have the pro account, really.
Oh yes, well I'm glad I
It's
do have the
not
pro
that
account,
expensive.
even though I haven't used it all the time.
Yeah.
I do love the pro account, and I think it's a worthwhile investment.
Oh, like how much is it at the moment? I don't know exactly how much it is, but it's not
I don't know
expensive.
either. It just comes out of my bank account.
Right, it's like a cup of
Don't
coffee
worry
a week or
about
something
it.
like that. To be honest, with the amount of things you can do in Canva, like we run team meetings using whiteboard sometimes where everyone can dump ideas into a massive whiteboard together, and give each other stickers and little dancing gifs while we're having meetings. It's so fun. It's really an amazing, amazing tool. So thank you for coming up, Jenny. Next
That's
we've got
okay.
Shelley, come on up. What did you like best? And then we're going to give out the homework for today. She's looking for the button.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes. I learned a lot today. You kind of confused me, but I think I'm actually understanding it a little bit more.
Oh, I should have practiced before I come live a little bit more, hey? So that it was a little bit more step by step.
No worries. You were good though.
So yeah, well, I'm hoping that everyone's going to be able to complete the project. What actually happened this morning was I usually come in and I write down my steps, and I've used Canva that much that I just kind of wung it. And then I realized, oh, I should have gone down this path. So, the joys of live and, working on the fly. So I hope I haven't confused everybody out there today. Try to just keep to the simple stuff, right? Choose 7 designs and 7 7 daily images, and then that's it. And then you wait till you see what's happening tomorrow. Woo! It's going to be amazing.
I'm excited to see it all go through this week.
Yeah. So much automation coming. Remember I said we're going to be rad in business, right? Replicate stuff, automate stuff, and delegate stuff. And that is what's super important. So really, we've been working on the R component, the replicate of content, so that we can get back more time in the future by creating evergreen content for each day into the life of your business. It's going to free up more time so you can create promotional content and kind of walk away from that, making sure you're up doing stuff every day on your social media account. All right, let's do the home play. Let's find home play. All right, home play for today. First, go watch Search and Magic Design inside of the lesson, and also photo editing and uploading is in there. Now, today's design is I want 7 templates ready for next week, for next session. 7 templates left for next session. What's going on over here? We've got, you can barely hear unless you turn the sound all the way up. That's really strange. All right, what about if I do this? Does that help on your end? Yeah, that was better? Yes? Thank you so much for letting me know. In my ear, it's literally hurting my ears how loud it is right now. So I need to figure out what's going on with the Zoom setting then, because it sounds fine to me and I don't like listening to myself as loud as it is right now in my ear. Awesome. All right. So that's your home play today. Remembering one size, one theme for each day so that we can do 1 week, and we're going to save as a PNG. Awesome. Now, the fun stuff. All righty then. Okay.
Just one more question, Sally.
Yes. Go
Okay,
for
okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay, we've got a question from Doug.
Yep.
What's wrong with picking one template and using that for all 7 days?
When you start to scroll, it's totally up to you. Okay. You could choose one template and do all 7 days. Just think about what your Instagram will look like with the exact same. And if that's what you want to go with, roll with it, right? If that is totally you. But if you go to my Instagram, you'll see, well, let's just go to the OmniSam Instagram account. Whoops. You could use the same design, but change the colors, right? So it's got the same theme, but change the colors. So that's another one, but you wouldn't want them all the same. Maybe you do, right? Maybe you think that looks good. Maybe it will. Show me what it looks like when you end. But yeah, you could use the same design. As you can see, if you look at the OmniSam, you want some examples of the designs that we do, you go to OmniSam. So it's OmniSam AU, because we couldn't get the OmniSam at symbol, or Sally Sparks Cousins. That one's been around for years. And you can see some of the designs we've got there. Okay. Any other questions coming in, Kathy?
I haven't seen any. I hope that helps, Doug, in terms of your question.
Yeah, look, I went fast and there was definitely some designs in there I wouldn't have chosen, to be honest. But that's why you've got 10 minutes on each, right? You could duplicate the same design that you really like and then just change the colors in the background and swap the text around. That would be just as good, right? And then have a little tiny image on there if you want to, a graphic or a photo that changes based on the context of the design, what you're actually putting in there. Yep. But at the end of the day, what we're trying to achieve here is progress over perfection, right? We want to get you to the end of this with some scheduled stuff. All right. We're going to continue Q&A when we go dark. We've definitely gone over time, so let me find today's live challenge. All right, so today's live challenge. So what I want you to do in today's challenge is be a little vulnerable. We have a nice person only support network inside of our community. So stories sell, right? And also stories help people to connect with you and also to remember any of your educational content as well. So dig a little deep, and it's okay to share, but share, what would you tell your younger self now, right, with what you know when it comes to running a business? Now, I would tell myself to hire a mentor earlier, definitely. As soon as I hired a mentor, I got to 7 figures in no time. Where struggling by myself, trying to figure it out by myself with stuff I didn't know, I could have gotten there a lot faster than I have. Now, this OmniSam will be my third business that will become a 7-figure business, and I got it down now, but it really started with the fact that I hired a mentor, and if it wasn't for my mentor, I would definitely not be where I am today. It made a massive difference and now I have more than one, right? I've got one for business, I've got my therapist, and I've got a mindset coach as well. So, I think that to me is most important, because running a business, seriously, running a business is 80% mindset. There have been times I've been like curled in a ball, sucking my thumb, crying. I've built a monster and I can't get out. But if it wasn't for the support of my mentors and my support network, I would have quit, right? So to me, that's what I would tell my younger self. Trust and support other people. Look up to those people who are years ahead of you and get help from them, because model success, right? We always talk about ACE and RIM inside of our community, and RIM is repetition, immersion, and modeling proven practices. And to me, that truly is what you want. You want to find somebody who's years ahead of where you are and model them, because they've done it, what you want to achieve. And then I want you to share and be honest. What is your current business challenges? For me, I will say being and showing up as a leader and separating my personal connections from the business, because business to me is me. It feels like part of me, but it's not. And I've got to remember that it's still business. And I've been learning a lot about leadership and, how to manage and support a team. And, before we grew to where we are now, I've always done everything by myself. And trusting my team is a huge challenge, because a lot of the time I can do it better and faster. But that doesn't help me, because then I'm stuck doing all the things, right? And I've got to allow the team to be a little slower than I am and trusting in them. And I heard a quote years ago from somebody who said, when you start growing and your team starts getting bigger, your most important part of your business, like it used to be your clients, will now be your team, because your team support your clients. And so this has been a really hard challenge for me, because Miss Jackie, my business partner, she also does a lot of mindset work, and she's done it for years. And there's this, I wish she was here. She's off at an event at the moment. But she made me feel, what is that thing where I'm a circle, Jackie? Hey, this is my business partner, everybody. So, hi, this is Jackie Ashley. Jackie Ashley is the co-founder of OmniSam. Look at her. She's amazing.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
Oh, it's so nice to have everyone in here.
Thank you for joining us. I'm behind the scenes.
She is.
I'm working behind the scenes at the moment.
She's busy looking after you all in the DMs and everything. But yeah, I've struggled a lot with that. Hey, Jackie, hiring and letting go of stuff. Before this challenge, Jackie's like, you're just doing too many things. You've got to stop doing so many things. I'm so bad for just thinking, I can do it. I'll just do it. Rather than saying, okay, team, you do it. So that's a big challenge for me, is letting go. If anybody's read the book Traction, there's one section in it that says let go of the vine, right? You got to let go of the vine and trust your team is going to catch you. And it's so hard when I've done this for years. And also now having a business partner, like literally, like we're both in this together. I have to run things by Jackie before making decisions now. That's so hard for me because I've always worked alone. But we're going to build something even more amazing together, right, Jackie, than we ever would alone. So, yeah, we're so excited.
We are.
That is your challenge today. And just back to the Live in 5. And then, of course, share what did you like best about day 2. Alrighty then. Sorry about the sound. I didn't realize it was so low because it's screaming in my ears. But thank you, everyone, for joining us today on the live. Now, before we go, nearly forgot, Sarah. We've got to do the prize draw. Okay, so this is for the introduction, goals, and challenges post. So let's spin the wheel. Tracer. All right, for our Sparkle fans, no, Omnisam fans, whoopsie. We have, our winner is Kiran. Congratulations. Okay, and day 1, home play. So if you're just joining us, you still have a chance to enter every single one of these prize draws. We keep adding names to the list as we go. Day 1's home play. Carmen, woohoo! And finally, this is my favourite one, and it's actually the best prize as well. That's why I reckon it's my favourite one, is the Live in 5. So if your name's not here, it's because it wasn't done 2 hours before the event because we need time to set everything up. And our winner is Jennifer. Yay! Awesome, guys. All right, I didn't forget. And then I've got to come back to Kathy, who's going to choose our live participant for the day. Who's our live attendee awarded today? Go, Kathy.
Today it's Shelley Hicks.
Yay, Shelley! Woo! All right. So, all of you amazing people out there, what I want you to do is message your success coach if you are a winner, and they will arrange to get your prize to you. That's it. We're done for the live portion. I've totally gone over time, but this is what happens when I sometimes do this. So thank you for making it to the end. If you made it to the end, good on you. And we will see you tomorrow in the live. And everybody in the room, stay, because we've got some real fun stuff to do together and lots of question time for you. But everybody else, never let anyone dull your sparkle, and make sure you get at least one income producing activity done each and every day. I will see you in tomorrow's live, or inside the Facebook group, actually. Yeah, watching those lives.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.